Greetings, everybody. It is I, Sweater King, and today I'm bringing to you the first video of 2026. And honestly, what a perfect year to start off making content and streaming is by discussing a very infamous game that everyone either talks about today, yesterday, or tomorrow, and we'll probably talk about for forever, and that is Fortnite, actually. Now, you might be wondering why we're talking about Fortnite. Well, Fortnite is a infamous title and was popularized back in 2017, 2018 when it first came out, and is now one of the main dominators of the well-known Battle Royale title. Now, I'd say Fortnite back in the day used to have its own identity, right? All games had its own identity. Call of Duty was the first-person shooter to beat Halo back in 2007. Halo was the first ever first-person console to ever be released, and introduced a very iconic green spaceman. PUBG was the first Battle Royale game to be popularized until the new kid on the block, Fortnite, came out to be. Now, the topic I want to talk about is, did Fortnite ruin video games? Specifically, collaborations? Because, as we all know, Fortnite's latest collaboration was South Park, which is a very interesting collaboration because when you think about it, Fortnite is a game primarily targeted towards kids, and now it's having adult cartoons like Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park, Futurama, Rick and Morty. It doesn't have American Dad yet, but give it time and it might as well have American Dad. And this brings me to kind of an issue with Fortnite is its targeted audience is primarily children, but it has adult shows on there. And does that mean that Fortnite is shifting around, or is it trying to bring pop culture to a thing? There's a lot of questions that I have. That is question number one. Question number two, why the hell is Fortnite collaborating with everybody? Now, I know Fortnite was the first one to do it, and honestly, I primarily don't have kind of an issue with Fortnite, I guess, collaborating with every fucking media around there. But my main issue is that when other companies, a very infamous one that we all know is Call of Duty, tries to copy it and had its own identity before, it ruins that because they try to replicate what Fortnite has. And I find it very interesting that Fortnite is collaborating with every pop culture TV show and movie now within its battle passes, when in the past Fortnite had to be creative and make parodies of these characters. Like back in chapter 1 of season 4, those were not the original like superhero people, right? We always had nods to them. Like you could obviously tell that this that one skin was supposed to look like Wonder Woman and all that. And so I think it was Squad Leader was supposed to be kind of, as in the name implies, a squad leader. And obviously, right, it just, Fortnite had its own identity, but now it has an identity of being the game that collaborates with everything practically, like, and inevitably, right, it's going to be collaboration. Because if you were to show a kid back in 2018 the amount of skins, like we have Godzilla, Spider-Man, Peter Griffin, fuck it, next thing you know, a very controversial politician, I don't want to bring his name up, but you've already seen the Family Guy memes where Peter Griffin gets into Fortnite and meets the very controversial politician these days, right? I wouldn't even put it past you if a fucking politician somehow gets into Fortnite. And it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point. That is there anything for Fortnite to, pursue originality, or is Fortnite just going to be the ultimate Smash Bros of pop culture and media, right? Because we not only do we have characters from all types of movies and shows, we also have games going into it. We have Halo, God of War, Among Us, and that's probably the top examples I can think of at the top of my head. But down the line, there's going to be a lot more collaborations to the point where the meme is going to just basically be everything is Fortnite now. Everything is Fortnite. And it kind of saddens me to think that is Fortnite too big to fail because of these collaborations that they just know how to do? Like, fuck it, next thing you know, Mario from Mario and Luigi is going to be in there, and you're going to see the fat, chubby, American Italian plumber holding a rifle instead of jumping down pipes. So now here comes another question I have, is that when does a collaboration not make sense in Fortnite because of the media that it comes from? And I think it primarily comes to the fact that obviously everybody is going to be playing the Battle Royale section. Build, no build, whatever your preference is, right? And when does it stop making sense to the point where it makes sense, I guess? Because there has been a couple of collaborations, like superheroes we've had, like Fortnite really loves Marvel. And seeing Spider-Man hold a Glock is kind of so. The amount of is Fortnite doing too much at this point? Because the most recent collaboration being South Park, and the thing is that I feel like with all these types of different collaborations, like the K-pop Demon Hunters collaboration, that one kind of felt it undermined because like all they realistically added was a storm that looked like the Honmon, if you know what I'm talking about with the show, the skins, and then they had Rumi's weapon, Mira's spicy ramen, and then Zoe's like bubble, and that's it. That's all the collaboration event was. Other events kind of just don't have as much detail to it, so it's kind of nitpicky here. But other collaborations really don't have much going on for themselves. It's literally just here's the skin, take it or leave it, right? But other collaborations, the biggest one we've had to date for Fortnite was the Simpsons event, where we literally had a November season where we could literally go across Springfield. Like, they had a whole map dedicated to Springfield. And this just begs the question of, is it Fortnite that has control of these, or is it the companies, or is it a bit of both? Because it kind of feels like that Epic Games has favorites when it comes to collaborations. Marvel, Star Wars, and those are probably the two biggest ones you ever get. And it just kind of feels like adding in more collaborations feels underwhelming when it's compared to the amount of content when it comes to these future or past ones. So I think my final question is Fortnite doing too much, and can it ever be replicated by another game or company? But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoy what you see, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've recently hit 100 subscribers last year, so the goal is going to be a lot higher this year because, honestly, I have high hopes. So be sure to stay tuned for other rants, other video game updates, and what's honestly going on in the video game industry. And make sure you go check out Mel's YouTube, because she is trying so hard, and she does so much for this channel that it's actually really appreciative of her. So please go check her out. She's done so amazingly for the channel. She has been an amazing friend who has edited a lot of these videos for me. So it would greatly be appreciative. And then make sure to join the Discord. I would love to have you guys in there to talk and everything. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Peace.